Hi, welcome to True Audio with Johnny Truesdale. This is episode 3, and this week we're going to talk about a controversial subject. Headphones versus monitors. Cans versus, cans versus speakers. It's not really meant to be controversial. It's just to show you the differences between, a set of cans and a set of monitors, a set of headphones, a set of speakers. But I appreciate the debate. I'll give you my insight about how I feel about things. But please bring up the debate about, why these are good and why monitors are good as well. This pointing is me pointing at my monitors. So, without further ado, here's episode 3. All right, here we are. True Audio, episode 3. Monitors versus headphones. Headphones versus monitors. The great debate. Or is it? I talked about that on the intro. That is this a debate? And I do think this is a topic of discussion that we get into quite a bit of debate. When recording audio or when listening to music in general. So, like I said, it's become a debate even in the mobile era that we have now. I mean, this era is everybody has an iPhone or some sort of smartphone that they listen to their stuff with. They take it, they plug it into their car. There's an auxiliary in their car. And, this has kind of been the way. CDs are kind of becoming a dead medium. People still sell records and CDs still sell, but we're listening on these handheld devices. In big cities like Chicago and in New York with extensive subway systems, transportation, everybody's got headphones in. Everybody's walking around with headphones. You can even see people walking around with headphones here in Los Angeles. So it's a fact of life that we're putting headphones on our ears, okay? And we're also putting headphones differently than we have in the past here. So, we've gone from, our earbud type of things. Like, for example, here. Hold on a second. So these, right? They're your little headphones here that we have. It's our headphones. These sorts of things. And then you have these cans like that I have on my head, over the ear headphones. We're going to describe all those different sorts of things anyway. But, so you're running anywhere from these, which is a difference in sound quality as compared to these, so forth and so on. In the audio world, and, in studios, we listen with monitors. As you could see there on the screen, you could look at that screen and you could see that, you could see the monitors. And there's actually 3 sets of monitors in that room there. And that's how we listen to stuff. Well, we didn't tend to put on cans, maybe check the mix in the cans or whatever the case may be, but they were definitely in those monitors. That's how you listen to things in the studio. They're anywhere from 3 to 6 feet apart for near fields, which would be those NS10s that you see right there. And those Genelecs are a little further apart, probably closer to 6 feet apart in that picture right there. They're sent discrete left and right feeds from an interface. So the left is facing and the right is facing. So this is my left, this is my right, facing my monitors. Okay. In some instances, you have a subwoofer that's 2.1. I do have a subwoofer here that sits under my desk here. So it's used to hear all the way down in the frequency range for the low end. Headphones. Headphones are a little different. We have over the ear, like I have on right here. We have in ear like these, or even these right here. These I use actually for running. I probably threw that up in front of the camera too quick, but there you go. Even those. And then you have ones that kind of just sit on the ear. These are bigger than the ear, so these are over the ear. Okay. You also have a discrete signal that goes from my left and my right ear here. Okay. So these that I'm wearing, these are AKG 271S's. They're closed back headphones. You can have open or closed back headphones. These are closed. Open back headphones are these right here. As you can see, the sound can come through here. No sound comes through here. Okay, so it gives you an idea of the difference in headphones there. Some say that the open have better bass response. There may be some merit to that. I could definitely subscribe to that as well. Here's the part that I really want to get to, and I really want to discuss, and I want to talk about. And so I went over what each of them does, and that's great, and that's wonderful. But really, what's the difference? Okay, so if we look at our screen, we look at our Blue Man here, kind of after the Blue Man Group, because I went to one of those shows once, and they're really very cool. Our little guy over here to the left, he has monitors, and those monitors, and that could be a mixing desk right there, or it could just be a desk like I have right here in my room. Those monitors come from the left and the right side, okay? And the difference is they meet your head, and on one side of your head, you can hear what's coming out of the other side, monitor-wise. So let me explain this one more time. So the left monitor, I can hear what's coming out of the left monitor with my right ear, and what's coming out of the right monitor, I can hear with my left ear. Okay? So not the same as I can hear left monitor with left ear and right monitor with right ear, but I can hear a crossover that crosses over around my head, which is known in the technical form as an acoustic shadow. So if I hold my hand over one ear, I can still hear both left and right speakers, not to the same degree I can with both ears. Okay, the difference here, and our little Blue Man here with the headphones on, he's smiling because he's listening to some really cool stuff. I have no idea what he's listening to, but regardless, there's the signal in my headphones here on the left side. I cannot hear with my right ear. There is a separation. There is no crossover from the left side to the right side. It's complete isolated. Whatever is going to the left in the mix is only going to my left ear when I'm listening in the headphones. And whatever's going to my right is only going to my right ear. So this is different than real life. Real life doesn't work like that. You walk around with headphones not on, of course, and you hear things based on both of your ears. So you hear something that's over here. This ear picks it up the most, but you still hear it with this ear as well. So what is my opinion on this? What do I think? Well, I think because that's the way you're supposed to hear. You're supposed to hear with this acoustic shadow of your head. It's more natural. Okay, it's more natural to mix things like that you hear things from different directions. Now, who said that listening to things in stereo is technically natural as well? It's not. So, but it's definitely different than mixing in headphones. So if you would mix in headphones, if you were to do that, I believe that your perception is slightly skewed because you don't get to hear what's this crosstalk, so to speak, between your left ear and your right ear. I do think that you should check in headphones, but I think that crosstalk is essential to the natural way that your brain works. I do think that a mix can sound really good in headphones and you put them on monitors and it's not so hot. I do think that most times when you mix on monitors in a decent controlled room, in decent monitors, so forth and so on, they transfer to your headphones a lot better. That's all my thoughts on this. I hope understanding the difference between mixing in headphones versus mixing in monitors makes a difference for you, and that you decide what you should or shouldn't do. But try both ways. And yes, I do check in both things. A lot of times when I'm editing, I'll put in headphones because you can hear more detail. Another really, really big thing that I wanted to say about this is that headphones will fatigue you, and monitors you can work a lot longer working on your mix, and you won't become as skewed. And that's a definite fact. Headphones will just wear your ears out even more. And you have to be very careful with headphones. Be careful with your monitors, monitor levels, how loud you're listening, so forth and so on. So that's all I got for this episode of True Audio with Johnny Truesdale. And I'll check you guys out next time.